Regularly scheduled meeting of the Raynham Zoning Board of Appeals on Wednesday, February 3rd, 2001. The participating board members: to my right, Rob Costa; to my left, Fran McGurk. My name is Carl Varana. The first matter on the agenda is petition number 1003, Greg Brenner and Signs, Inc. Would the clerk please read the petition and any other relevant matters?
The Raynham Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021, 7 p.m. at Raynham Veterans Memorial Town Hall, 558 South Main Street, to consider petition number 1003, Greg Brenner Signs and Awnings, LLC, Plymouth, Massachusetts, request for a variance from the Raynham zoning bylaws, section 6.69A, to replace existing Stap Fitness sign 28 inches by 25 feet long from the side and front of the buildings and replace with LED face-lit channel letters that will read laundromat and will be 28 inches by 19.25 feet long at Locust Property, 855 Broadway, Raynham. Assessors map 4, lot 211-0.
Thank you. Is there a list of abutters attached to that?
Yes, it is.
Who signed it?
William Lewis.
William Lewis, thank you. Okay. All right, would all those who intend to give testimony with respect to this matter please rise and raise your right hand? Anybody going to speak on behalf of the petitioner? Yes, no?
Yeah, I can, yep.
Okay. Would you identify?
So basically,
hang on,
what the gentleman just read.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Are you going to speak for the petitioner?
Yeah, I'm Brenner Signs.
You're Brenner Signs. Okay, would you stand up and raise your right hand so we can swear you in? You swear the testimony you're about to give before this board shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Would you state your name, identify yourself for the record, and then tell us your reasons for the petition?
Sure. My name is Greg Brenner, owner of Brenner Signs and Awnings in Plymouth, Massachusetts. And what we're looking to do is the existing signage on the building, as the gentleman just read, we're looking to, well, that business is no longer there, and there's a laundromat there now. And the current signs on the building are 28 inches tall by 25 feet long, and we're proposing the same size height in the letter, but in less length. So we're only looking for 19 foot in length. And that's on the front of the building and on the side of the building. Exactly what is there now, we're replacing. So I guess the only reason for the variance is that it's anything over 15 feet in length has to go ZBA.
Right. But you're actually making the sign a little bit smaller from it, is that right? From what's there now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to add to that, sir?
No, it's pretty cut and dry.
Yes, it is. Go ahead. Ask the board members, do you want to ask them any questions, Fran, or?
No, I have no questions.
Ron?
I have no questions.
I have no questions. Do you have anyone else who wishes to speak on your behalf, sir, or are you comfortable with all your...
No, I'm on my own, yep.
All right. Then in that case, do you have anything else for the petitioner?
No?
Is there anyone here in opposition to this petition? In that case, I'm going to declare the hearing closed. All may remain, but none may participate. Fran?
I think it's an improvement. It does appear to be in good taste.
Yep.
I'd be in favor.
Rob?
Yep, I'm comfortable with it. It's clean looking, and it's not going to change any aesthetics or views, so I'm in favor.
All right. I'm going to move that we vote on the petition. Second?
I second.
Okay, Fran?
Aye.
Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. I would declare the meeting open again. The decision is favorable to the petitioner. Anyone having any objections to the decision may file an appeal to the Superior Court, and that appeal shall be filed with the town clerk within 20 days of the filing of the board's decision with the town clerk. You're all set, sir. Thank you.
Very good, thank you. Have a good night, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Yep.
You too.
What's our next matter?
The Raynham Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021, 7 p.m. at Raynham Veterans Memorial Town Hall, 558 South Main Street, to consider petition number 1004, RK Associates, Inc., care of Edmund J. Brennan Jr., Esquire, Taunton, Mass. Request for variance from the Raynham zoning bylaws, section 6.69, to allow new signage at 600 South Street West, Cape Cod Crossing, as follows. One pylon sign, double-sided, of 57 square feet in area. One pylon sign, double-sided, of 35 square feet in area, both of which will replace existing signs of the same size. Section 6.6.9B. One wall-mounted sign of 405 square feet in area and 43 feet length to replace an existing sign of 281 square feet in area, and one new wall-mounted sign of 16 square feet in area. Section 6.69A, 1, 4, and 5. The wall-mounted sign in combination exceeds the maximum area of 180 square feet, the length of 15 feet, and wall coverage of 15%.
Thank you. For the record, just a housekeeping matter, I sort of barged past the announcement that the meeting is in order on February 3rd of 2021, and the participating board members, to my right, Robert Costa; to my left, Francis McGurk; and my name is Carl Verona. The clerk, the petition has been read. Do you have a list of abutters?
Yes.
And who's that signed by, please?
Jennifer Banks, Oldfield.
Okay. Would anyone who wishes to give testimony with respect to this matter, please rise, raise your right hand.
Mr. Chairman, just, my name is Attorney Ed Brennan. I'm an attorney with an office at 174 in Dean Street in Taunton. I represent the petitioner.
Yeah.
Signed in tonight is Mr. Scott Bilbrey of Blair Signs. I would ask that Scott be sworn in. He may have some input on any technical questions that the board may have.
That's fine. Where is he?
He is right there.
There he is. Okay, sir. Would you rise and raise your right hand, please? Your other right? There we go. You solemnly swear the testimony about to give this board shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes?
Scott, you're on mute.
Is he on mute? Can you hear me now, sir? Hello?
Yeah, you're still on mute. There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Okay. I can hear you now.
All right.
I'll just read his name again, please.
I'm sorry?
I'll read his name again, please.
Okay. Are we good? Can you hear me okay now?
I can, okay. I know the telephone, so I was getting feedback.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Are we getting an echo here? What is our... Are you two in the same room?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Mr. Bilbrey and myself come.
If one of you could mute, whoever's talking needs to have the microphone on and the other has to mute.
Okay.
All right. So you... Scott, why don't I just swear him in and let him identify himself for the record, and then we can get back over to you, Eddie. Okay? Scott, is it? Is that the gentleman's name, Scott?
Yes, yes.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm gonna mute.
You're gonna mute? Okay, hang on, before you mute. You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give this board shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Okay, thank you, sir. Would you identify yourself for the record, please? Would you state your name?
My name's Scott Bilbrey. I'm with Blair Sign Programs. I've represented Burlington stores.
Thank you,
And I'm
okay. All right, go ahead and you, Scott, you mute. Eddie, you stay on.
So, Michael Halen, the Raynham Channel for the minutes. The issue is that because they're both in the same room, when Scott speaks, it's being heard on the
Right.
attorney's computer, so they have to mute, they each have to mute.
Mute
And
and then
only
talk.
only
Right.
one computer can have audio on it.
Okay,
So when Scott's talking, it's picking up on the lawyer's computer and
All
it's
right.
causing that feedback.
so Scott, mute, and Ed, you stay on because you're gonna do the presentation, and then when we need Scott, or if we need him, we can get back over to him. All right?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. By the way, Scott's in California, so we're not in the same room, but whatever the difficulty is, we can deal with it.
Oh, okay.
So the application before the board tonight is, as the clerk read, this is Cape Road Crossings, which we're all familiar with, where the Bob's store is. And the Bob's store is closing and Burlington is going in. In the course of that transition from one tenant to another, Burlington has made certain requests for signage that will require the variances. I think the first and easiest to deal with are the two pylon signs. We're asking, we need variances for them because it is a change. However, they're exactly the same size as is there today. So those two represent new lettering on the sign, but the sizes remain the same. As far as the building facade goes, it's going to go from the Bob Store sign over to the Burlington sign. And I'm assuming, Mr. Chairman, that you all have the plans before you.
Yes,
Okay, so you can see on the cover what the proposed Burlington sign will look like. And then you can see on page, the third page, what the Bob Store sign looks like. And the difference between the two is the Bob Store, in total signage between its building facade and its pylons, they're a total of 373 square feet. Burlington is proposing the same pylon sizes, however, the building facade sign will go to 405 square feet. It's a result of the more letters in the name on the signage. As a point of reference, the Bed Bath & Beyond to the left of Burlington is 437 square feet of lettering. So you can just keep that into perspective as to how it will fit in the total facade of the building. In order for this change from Bob's to Burlington to take place, we need the signage because they exceed the length and they exceed the total square feet and the coverage of the building facade by the percentages set forth in the petition that I filed. So we are asking that the board grant the necessary variances to allow the pylon signs area to stay the same and to increase the building facade up to 405 square feet in total area, which includes a 16 square foot building on the window on the ground floor as you go into the entrance. You can see that on the building. It's a heart-shaped sign that will be to the right of the door as you enter on the ground floor. So the total signage is shown on sheet 4 of section 2 of the plans that were submitted. That shows what the Burlington sign will look like and the heart-shaped sign that will be on the window as you enter. So that's the proposal, and those are the variances that we need in order to shift over from the Bob Store to Burlington.
thank you. Do you have anything else to add, Mr. Brennan, or?
No, I don't think so. We're certainly open to questions from the board. Any
Okay.
technical questions, I will defer to Scott. Any of the zoning ordinance questions I could handle for the board.
Thank you. Fran?
I don't have any questions, no.
Rob?
No, I'm comfortable with it. It's their logo. It matches everything else in the plaza, so.
I would agree, Dan, it's not a significant change, and God knows if there's one area where there are existing signs already, it's that corner, so.
In proportion-wise, it does fit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a very big space, it
Right.
doesn't,
It's a big space with big signs.
yeah, it doesn't crowd the space, it's
Yeah.
a very big building.
Yeah.
And proportionally,
Yeah.
it fits pretty well.
I agree. Rob, you don't?
No,
have
I'm comfortable with it.
Mr. Brennan, do you have anything else you wish to add to your presentation?
No, I think it's, it's a good company to be bringing into the Raynham Plaza, and I think it's a plus for the town, so I would respectfully ask the board to grant the variance.
Thank you, sir. Is there anyone here in opposition to this matter? I would then declare a motion to, I move to vote.
Yes.
Yes,
I move approval and vote yes.
thank you. The board has come to a unanimous vote. Anyone having any objections to the decision may file an appeal to the Superior Court, and that appeal shall be filed with the town clerk within 20 days of the filing of the board's decision with the town. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
All right, we've got one matter that's gonna line up being
This-
shortcut.
Yes.
Okay. Would the clerk please read the relevant matter in the next petition?
The Raynham Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021, 7 p.m. at Raynham Veterans Memorial Town Hall, 558 South Main Street, to consider petition number 1005, Charles Bonds, Raynham, Mass., request for variance from the Raynham zoning bylaws, section 1.5, minimum requirements, to allow construction of a garage addition with a side yard setback of 14.5 feet instead of 20 at Locust Property, 224 Whipple Drive, Raynham, Assessors Map 13, Lot 48-37. There was also an email that I'll read.
Would you read the email for the record, please?
It was from Charles Bonds, sent on Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021 at 10:08 a.m. To Maureen Kenny and Robert Iafredi. Subject was variance withdrawal. Hi Maureen, I am withdrawing my application for a variance without prejudice. Based on the new information provided by the building commissioner stating that a variance is not needed for my garage extension, based on this new information, I am requesting the return of any fees I have incurred during the process. Sincerely, Charles Bonds.
Thank you. Obviously, with the petition withdrawn, there's no other business for us to do on this petition. The only issue is based on the email that was sent to Maureen requesting a return of fees with this process. How do you feel about that, Fran?
I hadn't thought about it, to tell you the truth, but after he's put the gears in motion, I assume he's already paid for his own advertising. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, he has paid for the advertising.
And his mailings, he paid for the mailings.
And he'll probably pay for the building permit fee, although he doesn't need to come before variance. I don't.
So he's looking for a return of the filing fee, which is about $200.
$200.
I mean, I don't know, I haven't seen that, quite frankly.
Yeah. I kind of would think that there'd be a kind of policy about it. I wouldn't think it would be up to us to determine to
Right.
give some people their money back and some not.
Right,
I would
exactly.
think.
my take is it was thought, I'm not sure if he did his due diligence prior. Obviously, there was an engineer involved. He has information on that plan. The town has put resources out there to get it to this point. So there's costs that are incurred up to this point. So I don't know, you know, who determines exact cost or what.
Exact cost to whom? To the town?
Yeah, I mean, or most permit fees, I believe, once they're submitted, they don't, you know, if you pull back a building permit, you don't get your money
Yeah,
back.
get your money back, yeah. I mean, that's sort of when I first heard about this tonight, I sort of ambivalent. On the one hand, I could see, hey, you know, what the hell? And does he say that the town gave him bad information or anything that he based his decision on? I mean, anything like that?
No, he didn't say
Yeah.
it. It's just that it got to this point unnecessarily. I
Yeah.
thought he'd done his due diligence.
Because, I mean, you know, on the one hand, I could see, hey, I'd like my money back because I never needed this in the first place. But on the other hand, it's his petition. It's up to him to pass in whatever he wants to pass in. And it's up to him to determine, you know, do I want to hire somebody else to do this? Do I want to take another look at this? The due diligence is on him.
I work for a government office where there are fees, you know, to record, and we don't reimburse money. We can't.
Yeah,
Once something is done,
yeah.
it
Yeah,
becomes
that's-
part of the public record, and if it's,
Yeah.
you know, it's done. Once you ask us to do something, we
Right.
charge you, that's the end of the
Yeah, I mean,
end of the deal. But again, I saw that he was asking for that, but I didn't think it would come to us to determine. I would think there'd be a town policy saying that
Right.
once gears are set in motion, that it's done or it's not. It's still open to
Well,
withdrawal and refund.
there is, I don't know if it's town policy, but the policy with the board has normally been, once it's advertised and mailings are out, that's it, it's done. We can't pull it back.
Right. And that's the way it's been.
There was a little different circumstances where we didn't get caught if we didn't need it.
Yeah, but I guess my feeling is that it's not up to us to catch it. It's his petition.
and the other thing I noticed is on his site plan, he's got zoning districts. He put the setbacks, minimum setbacks, side 10 feet. He's showing 14.5. They submitted it with knowing that information.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
it's somebody else's error.
I would agree with that. I mean, it's, do you want to take a vote on it?
I would say if the past policy is that once it gets to a certain point, once there's, that we don't refund, I'd say, I think that we should keep that policy intact.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
I agree.
Move for a vote on whether or not to refund the fees?
Aye.
Yes or no?
I vote to not return the fees.
Likewise.
No?
So the board has unanimously voted not to grant the request of the petitioner as per his email, and has decided that the appropriate action is not to return the fees, which is in keeping with prior zoning board town policy in similar matters.
Do we have a vote on withdrawing without prejudice?
Sure, oh, sure, yes.
On that?
Yes, move to allow the withdrawal without prejudice.
Yes.
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 Okay. All right. In that case, the meeting is closed. We're adjourned.